Hey, mamas. I'm Nicole,
And I'm Kelly.
and we're a
Ominous.
mominous.
Cheers.
Yay. I feel like the past few episodes, I've either forgot the ominous in unison
Mm-hmm.
or to cheers.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
Well, I know
we're back
last
on track.
time we were drinking coffee, so that was kind of like a weird thing. Cheers.
Also, the last two episodes, our mics were effed up, and it's because we didn't have the whole mojo, I think.
Yeah.
We weren't in sync.
Maybe.
Totally.
So I'm only praying that they're working now. We tested them. We didn't hear anything bad, so we could only hope.
So if you
that they're
powered through the
fixed.
past two, bless your heart, because Lord knows I certainly couldn't.
Yeah, that was kind of rough.
You know, it's like when you your ear is plugged, like if you're sick or something, and you're talking and you can hear yourself
Oh, yeah.
in your ear.
It's like double. You could hear yourself for
Yeah.
us because we could. It's weird to hear us anyways on recording, and then we heard ourselves twice. Yeah. So, Nicole,
What?
what are we talking about today?
Wait, I forgot what the topic was, but I do know. So Kelly and I tried to do like a little pre-warm up
Oh, yeah.
besides the 5 shots we do before we start recording.
Okay.
Just kidding, not at all. But we try to like warm each other up, like just to get the conversation going. So we've done a few different things, but the other night Kelly and I were FaceTiming while I was stuffing my face and interrupting her quiet time or mom time. We started playing a game that he's a 10 but, and then spewing out something really
Yeah.
obnoxious, and we were dying. And at one point we were like, okay, we have to stop.
Because we got to save
We got
some
to
for the pod.
save it for the pod. So what we were like, let's talking about that. I don't know if this will just continue. Like you guys can submit and then we'll share them. We're gonna get the ball rolling, but we're gonna kind of go between stories today.
Yeah. Yeah. So some people did submit, and then I found down the Reddit rabbit hole a whole page. I'll send it to you.
Oh,
I'm like, he's a 10, but, and people,
did not disappoint.
that was so funny. One was, he's a 10, but I'm a 2, so it's never going to happen.
Oh my God. That's funny. Because I was just thinking, you know what, though, we have to do a she's a 10 but, and then we can like
Yeah.
talk shit about all the things that they list.
Yeah. That would be funny. Yeah. So what's he's a 10, but for you?
Oh my gosh. See, this is why we can't talk
I know.
before.
That's okay. Just say one that was
Oh, okay.
right.
This is a good one. He's a 10 but when he gets the bill, he disputes the 50-cent ketchup charge on there.
That's a good one. I already said this one today. He's a 10, but he gets really annoyed really quickly.
No.
But the main topic of today's episode is in honor of your girl here, Kelly, setting Nicole up on her very first blind date this weekend.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Okay. It's so weird because like a first, I feel like I've never ever gone on a date with anybody that I didn't somehow know through somebody. And I guess this is the same thing, but this is like, oh yeah, I remember that person from high school, or oh, I remember whatever it was,
Yeah.
you know? So this is completely foreign. I know almost nothing about this person. I don't know. I feel like it's so weird
But it
dating at an
may
older
go
age.
okay.
It could go amazing. It could go amazing, but it could also go really bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I've been a wife. I've been in a long-term relationship for so long that like, how do you start over?
I don't know.
I'm already like, as I respond, like reading my texts like 5 times through, like, wait a minute. Am I giving too much information? Am I being too this? Am I being too that?
Yeah. So backstory, because I was like, okay, I'm going to set you up on this blind date. I got her approval. I got his approval. And then I was like, okay, so like, do I set the time, place? Like, what do I do? I've never, ever set anybody up on a blind date before.
I legitimately was like, wait, Kelly, you're coming with, right? Like this is the three of us thing.
So then I was like, okay, I kind of put the ball in his court. And then he's like, no, like I'll pick the the place, like whatever. Anyway, so then all I did was I texted him and I texted her in a group text and I said, Nicole, meet blah, 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 meet Nicole. Like the handshake emoji. And I was like, the fate is
And
in your
immediately,
hands.
immediately I called Kelly. I said, I'm not responding first. No way.
But it was kind of fun.
It was kind of fun because like Kelly and I were just chatting about it. And she's like, well, if he responds privately, respond in the group text, like bring it back to the
Yeah, I
group.
was like, I want to know everything.
She's joking, but it's
Yeah.
just funny. It's fun to have like a girlfriend to talk about this stuff too.
Only problem with this is now I can't go sit at the bar incognito and like spy on the date because he knows who I am. Or I can, but I'm just kidding.
So
I'm not that much of a creep.
Yeah. Hopefully next
If they know who I
episode I
am.
have either a really fun story or,
Yeah.
or saying, hey, you know what?
Exactly.
I'm keeping it private. Who knows? This is so
Maybe.
awkward.
It's not awkward. We're here for it. We're living for it. People want to know, okay?
I will leave my location on, so just make sure you track me.
Perfect. I don't think he's a murderer, but hey, you never know.
Listen, I don't think the girl from the blind date in Miami, the hinge date, she pretty much didn't think he was a murderer until she was on the date. So.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, anyways, today's episode is about first dates turned last dates.
Okay, I did give that prompt as an idea.
Yes. I loved it. So I was like, we got to go with it. It was like the day that I posted about it. We figured out what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hopefully your first date doesn't turn to last date, but
way to set the bar real high.
I've never matchmaked before, okay? So I don't know if I'm good at it yet. You're my guinea pig.
And listen, our longtime listeners know what happened to me when I tried to matchmake. So
yeah. Didn't go so well. Oh my God, what if you show up and you know him?
That.
I don't think you will, but we'll see. All right. So here's our first submission. They're kind of out of whack. That's okay. Okay. So I agreed to meet this guy at a coffee shop. 10 minutes in, he casually pops out his Invisalign tray and sets it on the table like it's no big deal. Then he starts scraping food out of it with his fingernail while talking about his job. I literally gagged into my latte. Last date, obviously.
That is so disgusting. Like I have nervous like things I do. So maybe that was like his nervous thing, but like be cognizant of it. Like if you're on a date, put that Invisalign like in your pocket.
Yeah.
Don't if it's coffee, it's a short date. Okay. And I just went through this like Invisalign process, like talking about what like the upkeep and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you can keep it out for like 3 hours a day. Could he not have chosen those 3 hours?
Or just leave it in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you drink and then the coffee, what if it turns your like teeth brown? You're not supposed to do that with it.
Oh.
But
I don't know anything.
But picking food, well, first of all, why is there food in it?
Yeah, that's disgusting. If you're just at coffee, if it's a coffee date, I'm sorry, I'm not getting food. I would eat a bagel before I go. If it's just a coffee date, right?
Well, I had a coffee meeting yesterday and both of us ordered sandwiches.
Yeah, and then you FaceTimed me afterwards and that's when you started eating it.
That's true, because we were talking the whole time. But, okay. Yes. Okay. Hold on. I have more to say about this. I just went to lunch with a coworker today and like we both ate the same thing and there was like pepper or something in it. It was a female and she had like when we left, she had a little bit of like pepper on her stuck to her like lipstick. And I immediately was like, hey, you have some pepper on your lip. Okay. When somebody, and I told her, I know it's super awkward, but like I'd rather tell you than not.
Exactly.
Because when I used to work like retail and I'm customer facing, I would realize I had like mascara on my eyelid or a smudge down here. And I would get so mad at the people that I worked with for not telling me. I'm like, as awkward it is for you to tell me, it's 10 times more awkward for me to go 8 hours talking to 100 people and nobody saying something to me.
For sure.
You know? So I feel like in this instance, this guy's picking at his freaking Invisalign. Like,
disgusting. Okay.
Was there
What's
something in his
going
teeth? I
through
don't
my
know.
what's going through my mind is that this is just like such like a routine thing probably that he does that he's not even probably realizing that he's doing it or that it's gross.
Yeah.
Did he set it on a napkin or did he just set it straight on the table?
And
Did
then
he
put
put
it
it
back in
back
his
in?
mouth. He's all, bye. Can I get that goodbye kiss? Like I do, like I play with like my hairline, like my little baby hairs, they like
Yeah.
tickle. And when I'm nervous, I'm like always moving my hair out.
Mhm.
But I even feel like with that, I'm aware of it. Like, oh, I don't do that. But sit on your hands, do something. It is a date. You are supposed to be on your very best behavior.
Oh
You only
man.
get to make one first impression.
Yeah. I don't know because I feel like I do see people take their Invisalign out, but I also work with where people like eat, right? So maybe
What
that's
would you do
why.
if you had Invisalign? Would you be the type that took it out at the table, or would you excuse yourself, or would you like take a napkin and be discreet? Like,
Probably, I don't know.
if
I
I were
would be
on a date,
discouraged. Well, if I were on a date, I would just honestly go on the date without it. Because don't you kind of like talk with a lisp when you have it in, anyways?
no, I think it goes away after you get used to it. But like, I wouldn't even pee with the bathroom door open with my husband. Do you think I'm like going to be popping my Invisalign out on a first date with somebody?
Hell no. No, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely not.
Just don't even wear it.
Exactly.
It's going to be all right.
Girl, you
Maybe,
you
listen,
made the right call. He's the kind of guy that would like wear he's a 10 but wears white socks in bed while you're leaves them
doing
on.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you don't have time to take the socks off.
Or like picks his nose, but he's like laying in bed and just I don't know.
You know,
Like that's what I'm saying. He has no standard of wears the same underwear 2 days in a row, just turns it inside out. I don't that's what caliber I'm talking.
Wait, there's a he's a 10, but wait,
Oh
hold on.
Lord, don't let me beat to it.
No, that's okay. This is funny. Uh, he's a 10, but he only showers when he can smell himself. If you could smell yourself, people could smell you probably
They
much
could yes.
before that.
Days before that.
Oh man, he's
I
a
know.
10, but what if he leaves his his shoes on while you're doing it? No time.
I mean, it depends. Are you
Oh,
sitting
but you're weird about the
Are you
socks?
sitting on the dryer and his pants are just down at his ankles too? Then maybe it's okay because there is a rush. But
Is the dryer on?
yeah, that's how it all started.
My dryer's too tall.
'Cause you're a midget. I don't mean to at all sound like hypercritical because trust me, like I probably have my quirks too eventually. But like in the beginning, none of those imperfections should show. Maybe that's where I'm a stickler.
You
'Cause
must be
yes,
perfect, right?
no, I will. That's the first thing on my resume. I am not perfect.
Mm.
I only look perfect. No, I'm just kidding. Not even that. But I just mean like this facade. There are,
Yeah.
quirks, flaws, faults. Everybody has them, but you just don't advertise them. You don't go out there with your best face forward and then just show your laundry list of things.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
you're not wrong. All right. He's a 10, but
I'm gonna come off like such a evil bee after this episode. I
whatever.
know it. Lord forgive me, okay?
He's a 10, but he says he has commitment issues.
Girl, that makes him a -10. If somebody can
That's just
acknowledge that,
that's just him giving you the excuse to be a douche.
that is fuckboy vibes
For sure.
all over. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. That is him like letting you down in the most gentle way possible. Like, it's not me. I mean, it's not you. It's me.
Yeah. You don't want to be committed to me.
Then he
I
commits
got
to
the
the very next
issues.
girl. Yeah. I'm doing you a favor.
Oh, man. All right. Next story. Went on a first date with a man that I had a mutual friend with. It's like a blind date. We went to dinner where we both split a few appetizers and had one drink each. While I was in the restroom, the bill must have come because when I came back, the waitress was already walking back with his card. Once dinner was over, we said our goodbyes. He gave me a nice hug and a kiss on the cheek. Then we went our separate ways. The date itself actually went well. We even texted afterwards about how we both enjoyed it and we would love to do it again sometime. But this is where things got weird. I didn't hear from him at all the next day, which, okay, it was our first date and I'm not expecting the texting back and forth all day thing. But I had texted him in the morning just saying that I hope he had a nice day, but got nothing in response. Then 6 p.m. hit and I get a Venmo request for my share of dinner. I, of course, paid him, but thought it was weird as hell that he didn't even text me back. But hey, maybe he just wasn't into me and he didn't want to pay for someone he didn't want to see again. Well, fast forward to 3 days later, he freaking texted me asking when I could hang out again.
Never.
Like, bro, you basically ghosted me. Venmo requested me without saying anything out loud, and now you're wanting to hang out with me again? Yeah, thank you. Next. I don't have time for that as a 35-year-old woman.
I don't even know how I would respond to that.
Okay.
If you can't afford to date her, don't take her out. Like, period. What I said, exclamation mark, period. If I got a Venmo request 3 days later, I'd be like, sir,
No, it
there
was the
is
next
the
day.
next day. I'd be like, your return policy has already passed. Like, no. Absolutely. I would deny that, block him, and then I'd screenshot it and put it on social media on like girlbeware.com or what. I'm sure there's don't date him, whatever websites. I'd put it on there. I'd be like, that's just so classless. I'm gonna stop before I sound too much.
No, I agree with you. First of all, like we have discussed previously, whatever, if you're going to split the bill, whatever. I know you feel differently. I mean, obviously, if you're going on a date, I think that you should pay the bill, but I'm also not going to judge you for her saying she'll split it and then you guys actually split it, whatever. But if you are going to do that, then you wait for her to come back from the bathroom and offer to pay half of it. Because you know she is, because she's a classy bitch.
Yeah. But you want to know what happened to this broke ass bitch of a man? His phone bill was about to get shut off and he didn't have the funds for it. So he was desperate. And then his phone
For
was
your few appetizers and one drink.
And then his booty call ghosted him because she couldn't get through to him because his phone was shut off. So then he's looping back around to try and get this girl back on track. No, sir. Absolutely not. No.
And just like she texted him, like, oh, like all nice in the morning. Have a nice day. Like last night was fun, whatever. I could only imagine. And then nothing. Like, first of all, if you are my best friend and you Venmo request me, fair, probably because I said I was going to Venmo you and I probably forgot. And now you don't want to say it again. So you're just going to request it from me. But, which I feel like it doesn't really happen that often. I'm pretty quick about like paying people if I owe them something. Anyways, whatever. But my mom will like Venmo request me. I'll be like, so rude. Like, why don't you just text me and ask me to pay you?
This is like the passive aggressive way to do it.
Like I do that sometimes. Like, and when I'm Venmo requesting somebody, I'm like, yeah, it's because I've mentioned it and now you're not paying me. So now I'm going to get you to
Hold on. I have an idea. Okay. Like, stick with me on this. Okay. Imagine she's in the bathroom. The bill comes. He like takes his card out, but doesn't put it in like the little tray, right? And the server comes over and she's like, oh, did you want me to take care of that? And he's like, oh, no, I'm going to wait for her to split the bill. And the server like shames him, like, oh, I thought this was a date. You're not going to like,
so
could you imagine?
off the wall
No,
situation.
it's not. No, it's not. Cause I probably would be that server like, oh, well, don't count on a second date then. You know, I'd talk some shit. Probably. But could you imagine she like got him to be like, oh, yeah, no, actually, I'll take care of it. Because tucked his little tail between his legs. And then a few days later, he got the balls back like, oh, I'm a strong, independent man. I don't need to take her on a date. She can split it with me. Whatever. And
Yeah.
sent her couldn't even call her and be like, hey, girl, had a great time. Let's do it again. By the way, because this is what he could have done. He said, next time it's on you or something like that.
Yeah.
But to be like, let me send you a bill for half. Then I'm going to ask you out again.
Here's your invoice. Oh. He's a 10, but he makes you pay Venmo requests. It's like it's rent. Like, how much could that have possibly been? Maybe. Well, it depends, I guess. Maybe $50 or a couple appetizers, one drink.
Yeah. And
Like
what if there was
$50 is a lot.
what if it was
I
like
don't even
change, like exactly like 2045 is what
Oh,
he
yeah.
sent. Like it was.
Are you the type of person, like, if somebody's like, oh, it's this much, like 100, like, say you're staying at an Airbnb, it's $124.68 per person. What are you sending? 124.67 or 125?
124.
You round down?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But we went on that girls trip, like an overnight trip, and all of us were like splitting things back and forth. And I did send out, like, when I paid for something, I was like, okay, this is how much it is per person. And it was a weird number like that. And then people were doing exact change, but like two people would do round up.
Yeah.
And then I felt like I was stealing from them. I'm like, no, you gave me too much. You gave me 12 cents too much. Like, I
Oh my
don't,
gosh. Yeah.
because I hate even owing somebody. Actually, I owe you money for dinner last week, but I hate
Oh,
even
I don't even know.
owing somebody $5, like, I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
Because you never know. What if they needed that $5? But I get that they're sending me the 12 cents, but I'm like, what do I
Yeah.
do with this change? Like,
But if it's like 62 cents, you could even just round to like 65 cents.
I don't know. Look at my Venmo history. Let's see.
Well, I can't see how much you send. I can't see the amounts people send.
Oh, because it's on private.
Yeah.
Can't see me getting paid for all those feet pictures.
No, you can. You get to see who like sends back and forth, but you can't see the amounts that people send.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. Also, I just want to know what she said to her friend that like they had a mutual friend with. They
I
had a mutual
completely
friend.
forgot that person. If I were that mutual friend, I don't know him anymore. He's not my friend anymore. I hear this story. I'm like, I don't know that guy. Wrong guy.
Great. This is gonna next week's episode. No, I'm just kidding. I have high hopes for yours. Okay.
Oh my God. Could you imagine you're in that scenario, right? And okay, yeah, I'll split it with you and you put your card down. And then one of your cards comes back as like declined. Even worse, it's like his, right? And you're like, oh, that's awkward. Sorry, I covered
Whoops.
my half. You guys
Yeah,
take
you
him to
gotta
the back,
figure
make him
yours
do
out.
dishes.
Oh my gosh. That's really funny. Oh, whoops.
Dating is rough, like nowadays. Like
Literally.
before I got divorced, I used to say like, you cannot pay me to be single again. Like, like dating, seeing how people are nowadays, there's no way. I'm not just talking about like the paying situation, because to me, like, I can pay for myself. Like,
Yeah.
that's not the issue, but it's just like I don't know, chivalry is dead, you know? It's like
Yeah.
nobody wants to woo ya anymore.
No. He's a 10, but he'll get in the car before you do.
And doesn't even unlock the car door until he's in.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, this door is open. I would play with the door handle. It's broken. It's broken. And then he tries to open it from the inside. I slam the door shut. No, it's broken. I think you got to come out here and open it.
Yeah, weird.
Then he opens it. I'm like, oh, perfect. You got to
Yeah.
train him, I guess. I don't know.
He's a 10, but he still Snapchats his streaks every morning.
His what?
Streaks every morning?
What's a streak?
I haven't been on Snapchat in like years now. But I think like I remember you would have like streaks with people. So you would have to like send them a picture and they'd have to send you a picture like
No.
once every day.
He's a 10, but he has Snapchat, period. No.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
No.
Snapchat's for kids or for adults that are hiding things. Like, what is even the point of Snapchat?
I
Like
have no
disappearing
idea.
messages. Like, can't you do
Yep.
that on TikTok or Instagram or something?
Yeah. What?
Nope. No.
You were gonna say something. He's a 10, but he only washes his sheets once a month. Hey, I said that one the other night.
You did.
Because I was changing my sheets or like putting my sheets on the bed. That's so funny. Because girls say.
See, yes. Yes.
But I will say, if I wasn't married to Ryan, that's probably about the amount of times he would wash his sheets.
Or that you would like wash your sheets. Women are like not sweaty sleepers. And we were talking about this like when we
Oh,
sleep,
yeah.
it's like how we make our bed every morning. It's just,
Yeah. You
we
just pull the
up.
one
Yeah.
little blanket.
And it's like, move my pillow.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, we're so like a princess. But there's something about like
Oh,
clean,
man.
fresh
Yeah.
sheets. And like, if you do have a partner, you're probably rolling around in those things. They should be changed weekly.
Weekly. I agree. And there's nothing sweeter than getting into bed in like fresh, clean sheets. Oh my gosh. It's the best.
And like a nicely made bed. Like
Yeah.
I like the top sheet, like tucked in.
Yeah.
I like to be as snug as a bug in a rug. And
Yeah. I have like even like those clips so that like the
oh,
sheet doesn't move. You know, they're a pain in the ass to take on and off. Like that's usually I make that be Ryan's job. He hates pillowcases. I'll do the pillowcases, and I hate that, so he'll do that part. You know, compromise.
yeah, I hate putting the sheets on, especially if they're like really like tight, which I like nice tight sheets. But I'm like
Yeah.
fighting it to get it over because I have like a deep mattress.
Oh yeah.
And then I break a nail or chip a nail or
Oh
something,
yeah.
and
That's
I'm
the
just like,
worst.
gosh, then yeah.
Mhm. All right. We worked together, and he was hot AF. Every chick in that Best Buy wanted to bang him. He came to my house, which was way out of the way, and I chose a restaurant that was the next city over. So I offered to drive. When we got to the restaurant, he wouldn't stop talking about his ex. Then, while we were driving back to my house, he accused me of wanting to drive because I didn't want to be seen in his car. ... Question mark, question
Wait,
mark,
wait, wait,
question
wait,
mark.
wait, wait, wait. Hold on. Read that part back. He what?
He wouldn't stop talking about his ex at dinner.
Okay.
Then, while we were driving back to my house, he accused me of wanting to drive because I didn't want to be seen in his car.
Oh, so he had like a beater car. I assume.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Back at my house, he didn't want to come inside because he was afraid of my dad. Valid.
Oh, they're children.
It wasn't long before. Well, they're working at Best Buy. Well, I guess adults can work at Best Buy. Anyways, it wasn't long before his ex started coming around again, and they eventually got back together. LOL.
I feel like there's country songs written about this. Like he's taking you out just so somebody could potentially see you guys together, get back to his ex. His ex is like, what are you doing? Moving
Yeah.
on.
Anyone that you go out with that will continuously talk about their ex is no go for me. If it's a date and you're like, you know,
Yeah.
what?
No, I was just thinking, like, but what about he's a 10, but he talks about his ex in a really good way. Like she was so wonderful. She was,
Mm, yeah, that's not good.
he's a 10, but all his exes are crazy.
You're just the next one, honey.
Yep. And
Been there, done that.
no, I just like, to me, that's a red flag. Like if I hear they're all the problem, not him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've like started to think, okay, what are the things I'm going to like look for on dates with somebody?
Yeah, you gotta have a checklist.
And one thing is like, if all they have to say is negative things about like their past relationships, like nothing's their fault. It was all they, you know, I'm like, it takes two to tango.
Yeah, for sure.
So there has to be
I
accountability
agree.
because that is
That's
big
what I
for me
was
is like
just gonna say.
being able to say, hey, yeah, I wasn't really good at this or I wasn't really great at that.
I agree. Because like, okay, I talk to guys all day, right? I work at a country club. And like when they cannot say that they did anything wrong, I'm like, yeah, this is like your side of the story. Whatever. There's two sides of the
Should be like, you
story.
did everything wrong, it sounds
And I
like.
love it. I love it when people could take accountability and be like, no, this is what I did wrong, blah, blah. And I'm like a little mini therapist as a bartender. So I'm like, hey, so maybe you should take that, channel it.
Maybe don't do that anymore.
Don't do that in the next relationship.
Wow, Cal, look at you. Setting people
I'm
up.
here all day,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah. To me, that's like the major ick. Not even an ick. This is like double red flags. If they are talking about past relationships and all of the issues, all of the unresolved problems
Yeah.
are all on the other person who's
Yeah.
obviously not there to defend themselves, but like take some accountability. Be like, yeah, I just didn't treat her right. I wasn't ready. Say something, but don't say it
Yeah.
was all them. And
Yeah.
don't say all of them were jealous and crazy, because who is the common denominator? It's not cute.
And I will say also that, like, it is, I feel like because we're older now, whatever, if you do go on a date, it actually isn't that weird to talk about past relationships, right? Like, I don't think that in itself is a red flag because all of us have, whatever, been in relationships. So it's not weird to talk about those like on a date, right? But the way you talk about it, maybe.
Yeah. But I also feel like it's really weird if you don't talk about it.
Like it never happened. Like the people that like, oh, he's a 10, but he gets jealous of the relationships you once had.
yes, that is the weirdest thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
The weirdest thing.
Like, I'm sorry. 5 years ago, I didn't know I would know you now.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's the problem.
That is a problem.
Because to me, I don't do small talk. It's like, I got to practice. What are the things that you talk to random strangers about? Like, I want to know the nitty gritty of anybody that I meet, because I want to like know you, what makes you you, and what
Mm-hmm.
makes you think the way you do. So to
Mm-hmm.
me, those are like all the kind of questions that I like ask or want to know about. And if I'm in like a intimate relationship with somebody, like we're emotionally intimate, wanting to get to know each other or at that point, and they can't tell me things or open up to me,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
I
Or like
agree.
we live in a small city. I don't know. But I feel like around our age groups, it's a lot of people, right? So say you're dating somebody you went to school with, right? Like now in adulthood, you guys went to high school together. Maybe he dated a lot of girls or something. And when you're out, girls will come up and say hi to him, and then you like
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, did you guys like hook up? Because what if you really hit it off with a girl, but
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know if I could be friends with her. Like, oh, we want to go grab lunch. I don't know if I should exchange numbers and go forward if it's somebody that was like hooking up with my man. Not that
You were
you,
inside.
yes, but yeah, not that there should be like jealousy and it should be based off that, but it's just like, no, because I don't want to feel stupid. I'd rather know than not know.
Yeah.
And if somebody can't even have those kinds of like conversations,
Yeah. But I mean, you got to make it known that that's why you're asking those questions. Not like because you're being a nosy bitch, but because you
we're
genuinely want to
we're
know.
all a nosy bitch to our core. So
Well, yeah.
yes, it's just two checks off two boxes. But
But you're not going to go and be like, what? You freaking hooked up with that chick?
I think the experience, like when you know somebody, you know how they're going to react, And then the first time they do react crazy like that, then you're like, remember last time you asked me that question? It didn't work out so well. So let's just not get into that. I don't know. There's a way, but not I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to think about that. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Like, sorry, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Someone else. Unless you're the 40-year-old virgin. No, but I do feel like that is like very good quality to have with your partner is the comfortability of being open about past relationships and like exactly.
Nobody
I don't
wants to
know.
walk on eggshells.
Yeah. And yeah, it may suck to have to hear, but like whatever. We've all been through it. And I think that is super important, especially with like you have, kids with people from past relationships. So it's like those people are going to be in your life no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you can't feel comfortable talking about those people with your current partner or whoever you're going to date, then like that's that.
I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right. Ah, all right. He's a
I love these chuckles.
he's a 10, but he has to drink a warm glass of milk every night before bed.
I got a warm glass of milk for you. That was something. What was that? Was something that we talked about as you were saying it. I was dying laughing.
What?
One of the when we were doing this the other night, we were like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh," one of them was something funny like that.
I don't remember
I don't
because
either.
we were just spewing them
Yeah.
off. We went through like 30.
Yeah. Man, we got to start recording our FaceTimes.
Oh man. Well, I don't remember.
Does he ask you to warm it up for him, or does he do it himself? Like that would be the question. That's
Are you a nursing mother and it has to be yours or
what I'm saying. Bring those puppies back to life. Let them
oh
get it
man.
right from the source.
He's a 10 but won't set boundaries with his mom.
Now he's a minus 100, red flags galore. You better run the other way, pretend you never knew him. That's how I would approach that one.
Open the open the new drink for
Yeah.
that one.
We could have a whole episode on those ones.
It's funny.
I think I actually said that. Like he's
Yeah.
a 10, but he has to run everything by his mom.
Yeah. Definitely not a 10 then.
But in his mommy's eyes.
He is. Exactly.
Hmm.
All right. So I went out on a first date with this guy who I had met online. It was going all right, but he kept talking about how much of a healthy lifestyle he lives. He works out, takes everything he eats, drinks very seriously, and all of the things. Which, okay, totally fine. And I appreciate someone who is so serious about taking care of themselves. I was fine with it until he excused himself to the bathroom and came back smelling like a damn ashtray.
Oh no, sir. Mm-mm.
I literally laughed out loud. I couldn't hold it in. I speak my mind most of the time too much. It's my downfall. So I straight up said, don't you think smoking is quite literally one of the worst things you could do to your body? To which he responds with, I was just waiting in line for the bathroom when someone was smoking near me. But he sat on the same damn side of the table as me. I could smell it on his breath. There was no denying that the cancer stick was literally in his mouth. I said, well, if you're going to lie about who you are at your core, what else would you be lying about? So I left and never talked to him again.
Yeah, like he's straight up lying. Like, ugh. Have you ever been with somebody that was like a cigarette smoker? Like
Yeah, well, yes.
when I was
Back in my heyday of
mm,
high school.
when I was a senior in high school,
Yeah.
my boyfriend was older,
Hmm.
not like old, but like, he was already 18. So he did smoke. And I don't know, back then I thought it was like probably cool or something. I
Yeah.
never smoked because to me it's such a disgusting habit.
Hmm.
But I remember like after the, woo wore off of like him, and then it was that my boyfriend smokes. It was disgusting. Like it's not just in your breath, but like even your
Oh,
fingers.
oh
Like
my God.
oh,
Yeah, no, it's nasty.
it's so gross to me. I've honestly thought about that. Like, say you met somebody, okay, you're dating, whatever, they're great. They don't smoke. They never have. That's not their thing. You get married. And then somehow they pick up this dirty habit and now they're a smoker.
No.
To me, those are terms for divorce. Absolutely hard freaking no. No way.
Yeah.
I would not. No.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's so gross.
Which, sorry if you're a smoker.
I'm
Probably
not
don't
sorry.
be.
It's disgusting. Don't smoke. It makes you look old. It's really bad for your health and it's not cute. I especially don't want to see a grown ass man sucking something between his lips.
Yeah.
And then I want to take him home and make out with him. No,
Yeah. See, okay. I think it was, I don't know if I was a senior. I don't even remember. I don't even think I drove yet. So maybe I wasn't a senior. I couldn't have been a senior. I don't know. But he was a skater boy. I didn't say see you later,
yeah,
boy.
right.
But I
Okay.
thought he was really cool because he smoked.
Yeah, we've
Until
all
I
been
would
there.
make out with him. 'Cause that's what you did back then, you know? And then I like, they just like transfer the cotton mouth to you. Do you know exactly what I'm talking
Girl,
about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Disgusting.
I was afraid that I would get like lip or gum cancer because you hear about that. You remember all like the not like dare, but it was like health class, and it'd be that a wife died of lung cancer. She never smoked, but it was like
Like, oh,
secondhand smoke,
secondhand
you know,
smoke. Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So it always freaked me out. So every time I went to the dentist, it'd be like, I need you to check, make sure I don't have mouth cancer.
Oh my God, how long did you date this guy for? Oh, I don't. Am I supposed to know who it is? Okay, I'm gonna take it as a while.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Like he is not a 10 if he smokes. So there's no, he's a 10, but he smokes cigarettes. No. But he's a 10, but he's asking you if you know where his vape is.
Okay, but I am just gonna say, vaping is just, it's not just as bad, but I feel like later on in life, it's gonna show up that it's just as bad for you.
100%. They already show you get like mold spores or something, but also it's like some hot pink, like strawberry kiwi
Yeah.
flavor. No, sir. At that point, just like smoke out of a pipe, like a tobacco pipe, you know,
Okay,
make
that's
that
kind of
cool
cool.
again or something.
I don't even like when Ryan like smokes cigars, really though. Just like, ugh.
Even when I go to like Vegas and I walk through the casinos,
Okay, I love it in casinos
no, I don't.
just because it reminds me of Vegas. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here.
No, but I feel like when I come home from Vegas,
Oh yeah,
I'm like coughing and there's like my chest is rattling because
yes,
there's
I
that
agree.
thickness in the air. It's so gross. Could
Hmm.
you imagine waking up to that every morning, like on your bedside, like or you're real passionate about that? Your partner rolls out of bed and that's the first thing they do is like their smoker call.
Yeah,
And then they get in bed next to you and they're like, good morning.
and you're like, "Eh."
Be like, no, it's not. No, that's a
that. But it's just really funny. So this guy has like a super healthy lifestyle, right? Goes on and on about it. Oh my God. Okay, he's a 10, but he won't stop talking about his workout routine.
oh yeah. Or he's a 10, but he asks you to go to the gym with him every morning. Like, come on, let's go. I would start taking offense to that.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know. My
saying.
brother did that to me when we lived together.
Yeah, but that's different. If
Yeah.
it's your partner, then you start to be like, why? Like, I don't want to today.
Yeah. No, my brother would be like, get up, fat bitch. Let's
Mm.
go.
That's the kind of motivation I need in my life.
My brother, he's allowed to say that, I guess.
No, he's not allowed to, but you know, it doesn't hurt as much as it's.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't take it as seriously. Although that was the best shape I had ever been in my life.
Yeah. I think you're in pretty good shape now, Cal.
I am not in shape whatsoever.
Well, you got a hot mom bod. You know, there's a
I've
well,
lost weight. I'm not in shape. Well, I don't know. My legs are kind of,
I've seen on social media there's a whole percentage of men that are like really into the mom bod. Like they don't
why?
want this like super fit. They like a woman that has,
Oh, cushion,
mhm,
some saggy boobs. What?
mom pouch, whatever you call it. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
ask them to break it down. I just think maybe they like to know that like you've given life. You should be worshipped.
I could appreciate that.
Yeah. Can't we all?
Yes.
Except for he's a 10 and has a beer belly.
It doesn't look bad on some people.
You wear that beer belly well. What is that, a 6-pack or a 12-pack?
It's 9 months, okay? Oh man. That dad bod. But hey, that is also like a thing.
Hmm.
I feel like more women
Oh,
want like a dad bod over like this super ripped guy that you can't even like lay your head on his chest without like your ear falling asleep.
mhm. Or his stubble in the way because he shaves it because he's just trying to show off those gleamy muscles. Like, I'm all for, like, being in shape, but if he has, like, 12-pack abs, like, he's just so hard everywhere you touch him, to me, I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, everywhere.
"Yeah, yeah." I don't know, it just that doesn't scream, like, manly to me.
Yeah.
I also do not want, like, a
Body needs to be lived in, okay? I need to know that I can go out with you and have some margaritas and chips and salsa and you're not going to feel bad about it.
yeah. Oh, especially don't judge me if I'm putting, like have you ever seen where they take the chips and they put them together and it's like 3 tortilla chips is like half of a tortilla. Like, you see them put the little triangles together and
Yeah.
okay. I probably eat 12 tortillas every time I eat chips and salsa.
I probably eat more than that.
Okay, I do not look at me and, like, count those, like, "Oh, are you really gonna have another chip?" Yeah, I'm gonna have all the chips now, and you're gonna have none of
And then when they come around and ask if you want more chips, I'm going to say, hell yeah, I do.
I get so offended when they ask that, I'm like, "Is the basket empty?"
Yeah, just don't even ask. Don't even
Just
make me
bring it.
feel bad about it. Just bring it.
Yes. Just like a margarita, you see it's empty, don't ask me if I want another, just bring it.
A little different, but
Yeah, I guess. Fine.
that's why you just get the pitcher. Okay, you refill it yourself. Man, oh, I want to go for chips and salsa and margaritas now.
To me, that's a whole meal, like
Oh, wait, we're doing that this week. We're having a girls' night
wait, what?
with our moms.
Oh, I was like, "Wait, what did I forget?" You're right. We are.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. The 4 of us, just
It's
the
the
4
four
of
of
us.
us. We can make it if you try.
You can't sit with us.
He's a 10, but he takes gym selfies with the flash on in the mirror with no shirt on. Why do you
Yeah.
look like that? I think Ryan had some of those photos when I first started dating him.
Okay, this is my thing about selfies. For women, I feel like it's different, right? Because we wanna show off that we're cute, right? We want
Mhm.
to be like, "Look how cute we are," to somebody specific. Yes, we put them on social media because, like, we might be really feeling ourselves, but it's not like a bait in the water. But I feel like if a man sends me a selfie, I'm like, who would you take this for? Like, who like, I didn't ask for it, so why are you
Oh,
sending it to
he's
me?
just, like, randomly
Yeah.
sending it to you?
Yes. Yeah, especially shirt off and, like, flexing or something. I'm like, "Ew, stop."
Yeah.
Unless I ask for it, because then I'm immediately like, "Who are you sending this stuff to?"
Yeah. Well, like
Like, don't be so that's a thirst trap.
so he's just sending or just, like, posting selfies of himself on social media?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
he's a 10, but all his pictures on social media are just of himself
Nope.
doing nothing but selfies?
Or the same pose, like, same position, same ear pods in every single picture or, like, different outfit, It's like this I don't know, because to me, I'm old school. I'm gonna put this out there. Like, the men shouldn't do that. Like, they shouldn't be out there trying to be, like, attention whores. I don't know. I feel like men,
Yeah.
like, when in a couple, you have a good looking girl, you want to show her off, right? You want because she's like your prize, right? You want everybody to be like, look at this wonderful little trophy that I have.
Okay.
Okay.
That was mm-mm.
On the outside and in
It's
the
not the
inside.
business.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's human nature from like a male's
Okay,
perspective.
yeah,
It's like
okay, I understand what
they have
you're
the biggest kill in the valley, whatever it is.
I understand where you were going with it, but yes,
Okay.
go on.
So women do not flaunt like their men like that. They will more so talk about what a good like person is. Like, oh, he works so hard and comes home and takes care of the kids, or oh, he took care of this took care of my car for me. It needed this done. Whatever. It's like they show up to like do some type of service, and women
Mhm.
like to show off in that way.
Yeah.
Like he made my life easier.
Or they'll like take a picture of like what he did for her.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's like what makes a woman proud, right? Like
Yeah.
is how
But he
much
could
she's
also
loved or
be
whatever.
hot AF.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just saying,
Mhm.
if I'm just showing off how hot he is and not like how good he is to me, to my kids, all that, it's not the business. That's a booty call. That is not a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then you're not showing off your booty calls. So is that what it's still called? A booty
Don't
call?
know.
Okay, enough.
Here's that booty.
Enough.
Now why don't you call me?
I'm realizing I'm so freaking, my standards are so high, they're through the roof.
Guys, next week I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, I regretted setting her up on the date. Okay, well, Nicole, I hope that it goes well. And I'm gonna go help you pick out your outfit. I'm gonna drop you off like I'm your mom. I'll come pick you up.
So, how was it, sweetie?
Just text me when you're ready to be picked up.
It's actually really convenient because you do live right down the street.
Oh, no, I totally will if you want me to.
You're like dropping me off in the minivan and opening the back door because I have to crawl out between car seats.
Because I have the child lock on. I have
Yeah.
to get out to open it.
And then the kids are like, "Hi, Auntie. Be a good girl." That would be
I would
really
love
funny.
nothing more.
Me either, because I feel like, yeah, this is my life. I heard there. I was listening to the radio this morning, and a guy was complaining. He's like, "So my wife keeps nothing between just her and I. The moment something happens between us, her sister already knows." Like he was trying to navigate how to change that.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "You don't.
Yeah,
You just
you
live
can't.
with it. That's just how it
And
is."
you know how you deal with it? If you don't like it, you leave.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Right? So,
Hmm.
anything else? He's a 10, but he judges your relationship with your sister.
Oh, yeah. Done. No. Mm-mm.
We can be close, but he
Or
can't be close to his sister. No,
he's a
just kidding.
10 and he doesn't listen to your podcast to support you.
Ryan doesn't listen to us, so we're staring at him, but he's not even listening. So
But it's probably better off that he doesn't.
I know.
So, well, all right.
Cheers. And I can't wait to hear how it goes.
Me too.